All right, so I just talked to my kids. I am worried about Gianna. She sounds horrible. She says she's doing better, but she sounds horrible. And she says she's sniffing, and she says that she still has a sore throat and still has not gone to the doctor. So I hope that she is better soon, but I just think this is absolutely ridiculous. She needs her mom. She needs me to take care of her, and she needs to go see Dr. Hahelia, her doctor she's had basically her whole life until this shit. So, and he used to be Gino's doctor, so if he needs to go to the doctor because he has COVID, they can both go together. Um, Regardless, I wanted to just clarify on the post office incident. So, or whatever it was. So I parked where I always park in a little paved parking there right along the sidewalk to go to the post office. This post office is always open. It's a big post office. They have been open. The courthouse does close for lunch, but there's often times that I go to this post office while they're closed for lunch, and then, so regardless, and there were two people working, because when I went back, so I'm sitting there ready to go in, I see the judicial secretary down here by the post office walking, talk to her, then I go into the post office, into the lobby. Well, first there's like a guy for Salvation Army ringing a bell, and then I go into the lobby, and there's like these two old women and a man. Oh, this baby caught. Two old women and a man standing in there, and these women are like mad. The one was like furious and saying, you know, they should never be closed. And so the guy was standing there, and so he said, well, there's another post office, he told me, like down the road. So, and he told me like a couple, and I was like, okay. I was like, I just don't understand why they wouldn't have a sign like saying closed from lunch. We'll reopen at this time, because they don't close for lunch usually. So then I went and ran my other errands. Well, then I went and got in my car. I drove by, and the guy at the Salvation Army bell was still outside. So I rolled my window down, and I said, do you know what time they're going to be back from lunch? And he said, 1 o'clock. So I said, okay. So that was like, I don't know, not long, like 20 more minutes or something. Went and ran my errands, dropped off the paperwork at Adam and Eric's, go back to the post office to send this stuff, which I told the secretary I was going to be doing. Not saying this was a setup, but why the hell is there a pit bull inside the post office? And this wasn't in the lobby, it was actually in the post office. So I go in, and this guy is standing there with a mask, pretty sure he had glasses, and this like pit bull that he looks like he's kind of having a hard time controlling, like the pit bull like wants me. And so there was a long line like to the lobby door, and he's standing by the other door there where you can go out into the other lobby, but he's standing in the actual post office, not in line. And so then I walked up to get an envelope or some envelopes. Had to walk past this pit bull, like coming in like, and like this guy is like not able to control him. I'm like, why is there a pit bull in here? Like last time I checked, pit bulls were not service dogs, but he has a sweater on. Who knows these days? Like, so I went and get my paperwork, come back over, and the one guy in the head of the line could tell I was scared, and he's like, it's okay. And I'm thinking, and he has a mask on, and I'm like thinking, no, it's not, but okay. Pitbull's not coming after you, dude. So then I go back in line, like I'm at the end of the line, like right next to the pitbull guy, and this pitbull is like wanting to come after me. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So I'm like, that's when I was like, the guy never said one word to me. I was like, I have dogs, maybe he smells my dogs. Like I was just keeping a couple feet distance, like trying to stay back, but I was kind of in a place where I was just stuck standing right next to this pitbull. So then I like stood like really close to the ledge and started to try to fill out my envelopes, and this dog is still like behind, like and I'm like, and then the guy walked out, and I was like, thank God, like what the hell. So I was just thinking about this, like why was there a pit bull in there, and there were two employees in there working, took care of me, But why was there a fucking pit bull in the post office? I mean, maybe it was just some weirdo from Greensburg. I don't know. So weird.